1983, Darrell got in a pretty serious crash during the Daytona 500 and got pretty banged up. How much of an impact did that have?
That's the reason why we didn't win, I think, a repeat and have 3 in a row was because of that. I did not realize until about 2000 when we lost Dale Earnhardt how severe Darrell's injury was. But it really put a spotlight for me on both those incidents of what closed head injuries can really do. In Darrell's case, I mean, he had a severe concussion. I mean, let me back up here a minute. When he crashed, I'm calling him on the radio, and he's not answering. And from my vantage point, I could see him slumped over the wheel. And all I could think about was Bill Dennis. I could think about one other driver that Jerry Punch, basically saved by going out there on the racetrack. So I ran all the way down where I'm looking straight across at the car where it stopped up almost in a tri-oval on pit road. And when everything slowed down, I ran to the car. I was the first person to the car, not safety workers, me. And I went in from the passenger side, didn't have windows in them like we do today, and Darrell was slumped over the wheel. And I'm calling him by name, Darrell, talk to me. And I'm trying to say, and I could hear him, he was knocked out. I mean, he was definitely knocked out. And I would say, from the time he crashed to the time I got to him, 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes, something like that. I mean, that's knocked out pretty darn serious. Yeah. And I get in there with him, make sure he's okay, not bleeding anywhere, and he's starting to finally kind of come around. And I didn't want to grab him because I've had EMT training. I was trying to wait on the rescue workers. More importantly, I just want to make sure he's breathing. Yeah. And he was breathing. They got there and they got the cervical collar on him and started getting him ready to get out of the car. They didn't have the means of cutting the roof off. And fortunately, they put the cervical collar on him and got him out and got him on the stretcher, and he was starting to come around. I never will forget the field had come by with a pace car, and he was saying, what happened? What happened? Oh, it must be raining. And it was a speedy dry hitting him on the face. He thought it was raining. That's the reason why he crashed.
Wow.
But I got in an ambulance with him, and he, it took him a while. He said, where am I? And I said, you know who I am? No. Who are you? And I'm telling him. And so it's like from the ride from there to the infield care center, he came back around a little bit. But I think we went approximately 3 races into the season that he finally could remember a race.
And he didn't even miss any time.
Didn't miss any. Well, you couldn't say anything. If you were injured, you were out.
Yeah.
And you didn't get no freebies. Yeah. Winning a race didn't give you no guarantee to the end of the year. What points you left on the board, you left them on the board.
Did you have relief drivers?
None.
Standing by?
None. He covered it up as good as anybody I think ever has.
Wow.
I mean, what was going on in front of him, he could deal with.
Yeah.
But could he remember what went on afterwards? No.
It's
scary.
Yeah.
It's very scary.
That's incredible.